So this will be on Ustream. Okay, so tell us who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
My name is Jamie Capatch. I'm a Keene resident, and I'm here to um, voice my concern about the BEARCAT.
What are your concerns about the Bearcat?
I'm concerned in general about the further militarization of our police. I don't think that Keene needs an armored vehicle like this. And even if it is a scaled down version of this Bearcat, that doesn't mean that the additional features can't be purchased later and added on. Um, but regardless of that, I just think that we have a National Guard for a reason. We have all of these other things. We don't need to have police that are military. And I don't think we need to prop up companies that can't make profit off of war as much as they would like anymore.
Well, what do you think about the Department of Homeland Security giving grants to peaceful communities like Keene?
I think at a time when we're cutting money for lots of other things, lots of other programs, I find it almost sort of offensive that we're spending money on militarizing our police instead of helping people. If we're going to spend money, if we're going to take money from people and use it to spend it on things, why don't we use it to spend it on helping people instead of sending tanks to batter down their doors?
Yeah. Hey, I'd like to give you this button.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And can you tell us about your sign? I'll read it. It reads, "These people are crazy. Why is anyone listening to them?" And that's a quote from Jim Massery, the Lenco representative. And then you say, "Because we value the democratic process in Keene." Do you want to expand on that?
Sure. I think, first of all, I think it's a real brazen thing for their representative to call people who were opposed to the Bearcat crazy because they don't agree with them. Um, and to say that people shouldn't be listening to people because they have a different viewpoint. Um, the whole point of the democratic process is that everyone has a voice and that people have a right to redress their government, and that's what we're here to do. And he further said in that same article that he thought that our efforts were going to be in vain, and that they have 90% of the 100 biggest cities in the country, and that basically they're just going to get their way here, and for us to oppose it is pure fantasy. And I think that's a real arrogant thing to say, to say that their right to force someone to buy their product is more important than our right to speak to our government.
Now, you're from the area, so uh, I mean, how do you feel about like a bearcat that would roam around these streets? You would know better than anybody. Is it necessary?
I don't think it's necessary. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I haven't been living here a very long time, but I'm a lifelong New Hampshire resident, and my family has ties to the Monadnock region, Keene and Claremont, and well, Claremont is Sunapee, but still Keene, Milford, Wilton, all around this area. And I've never seen anything in my life, and I've never heard anything from my family's history that has said that we need something like this in the Monadnock region or in Keene.
And a final question: what's the sentiment been from the people that you've talked to about the bearcat? Do people want it or not?
Very few people that I've talked to or who have voiced any opinion about the Bearcat have spoken in favor of it. Usually, most people are opposed to it that I've spoken to about it. I was just out shopping actually at a store at Center Keene recently, and the person I spoke to who was working there said that most of the people he spoke to are opposed to it. He's only heard one person speak in favor of the Bearcat, so I think that's pretty telling.
And I promised one more question, but what do you think? Prediction about the vote tonight? What do you think we're going to see here?
I, to be honest, I don't know what to think. I have a feeling that um, many of the counselors have their mind made up already. I hope that we've won some counselors over to reason. Um, but I hope that whatever happens, that the people of Keene are heard, and it isn't about what Lenco has to say, it's about what we have to say.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here tonight and for talking to us.
Glad to.
Bye bye.